Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight it's Diamond Dynasty Baseball between the 51s and the Athletics. A's baseball is on the air. Next, here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
51. Third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
High in the air out to center field. Joyce is there. One out.
Batting second here to
into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups. He fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Swing and a miss by Griffey, so Junior's a strikeout victim here.
Batting third.
In now, Jason Kipnis. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And here's a cut fastball to start things out as it's chopped foul at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out hit here brings in Brandon Belt to bat next.
Well, a couple things with that base hit right there by the 3-hitter. One, he thought he was going to get out of this inning pretty easy. And now you put him in a stretch. The middle of this lineup is no joke. He can find himself in danger real quick.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he rips it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder, Trevor Plouffe.
And now some very early action out in that bullpen as they've got a coup splits the plate, and it's strike one. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Tulowitzki is there for it. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And that's the first out of the inning.
Second, catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Squared that one up just a little late. 0-1, here's the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
Maben there to put it away for out number 2.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a fastball right down Hegenberger. It's 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter. That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Healy fields it cleanly. And out at first is Gonzalez as the bunt for hit attempt doesn't pan out.
Now let's take a look at the A's defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at first base at Yonder Alonso. When I watch him pick a ball out of the dirt, it reminds me when 1, he was a catcher, but 2, his brother-in-law is Manny Machado. Imagine the workouts they have in the offseason.
Cameron Maben.
Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first takes care of Maben, and there are 2 away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Joyce is there, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this.
Leading off for the A's,
Ryan Healy stands in as he looks at a called strike. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Even at 2 balls. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to take it is Belt for the first out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He froze him on the fastball there. Jed Lowry goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Adam Rosales is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Zimmerman steps into the windup. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 7.
Yonder Alonso is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he will dive on the base with the baseball. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Salvador Perez.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Joyce. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 9.
So coming to the plate, Jordan Zimmerman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Davis is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
The batter, third baseman,
digging in to try it again. Ben Zobrist. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Joyce is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go down. Now in the box, Matt Joyce. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. So stepping in, Jarrell Cotton.
Pitcher, Jarrell.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Plouffe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And a fastball just a bit high. Zimmerman looks in. Here's the 1-1. A high fastball is in there.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
And that misses 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another try at 2-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Ready for another chance. Ken Griffey Jr. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Ken Griffey Jr.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the pitch. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Second baseman number
Settling
22.
in now, Jason Kipnis. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
The first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Belt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's a swing by Belt, and he gets a lot of this one. Out to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall.
Groove right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box now, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Alonso will put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. Striding in once again, Stephen Vogt. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Oh, I know he'd like to see that pitch again. Just out in front of it. Just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he saw it pretty good.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Ryan Healy. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And that one right down Main Street. Zimmerman gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. High in the air out towards shallow right. Plouffe waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2.
Standing in, Troy Tulowitzki comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. To short, hit hard. Lowry's got it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Here's Jed Lowry now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make him swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, it took a little while. We're in the 5th inning, but they came up with the first hit. You got to get something started eventually, and not a bad time to start.
Adam Rosales will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Now at the plate, Yonder Alonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Now a flare out toward right center. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now, Matt Joyce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Now batting,
Terrell Cotton stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. New York is out in front here, 1-0. Striding in once again, Jordan Zimmerman comes into this at-bat. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And this is fouled at the plate. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Chasing after it is Joyce, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, he's pitching well. They send him back up to the plate, and what does he do? He rewards him with a base hit. So this is a great game for him so far.
Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting, center fielder Ken Griffey Jr.
Stepping in now, Ken Griffey Jr. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down out there near the wall. Zimmerman rounds the corner and is headed home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Turned on down the line. Ready with the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Davis is under it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Brendan Belt will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Joyce is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. New York leads it 3-0. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center, and this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
Well, he tried to sneak the fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Edwin Diaz takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Now the 0-1. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jed Lowry is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't
well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Right fielder Carlos.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And there's the first out.
The left fielder, number 24.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. He's set. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Davis is after it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here comes the 0-1. Down the 3rd baseline. Healy scoops it up. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Adam Rosales is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And this will be fouled away.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
So he sets him down swinging. Adam Rosales is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Yonder Alonso is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. And there to grab it is Tulowitzki for route number 2.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The pitcher number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Now at the plate, Edwin Diaz. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting, third
digging in and looking for more, Ben Zobrist. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way out to left center. Joyce is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing. Chad Pinder will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
18,
swing and a liner, but foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Plouffe is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A high fastball is in there. 1-1. Here it comes. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And another foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. Sean Doolittle enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
Well, they came in this half inning hoping they could add some insurance to their lead. Nothing better than getting that first guy on to get things going.
Digging in once again, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up. Ready once again, Brandon Belt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. As a look, now the pitch. Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul. Now the 0-1. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. And the runner's breaking for third. And he steps off. And they'll slap the tag on him here in the rundown between second and third. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. The relay throw, and he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Well, the shift didn't work that time. We watched him knock down a lot of balls on left-handed hitters, but he just pulled it right at the shift, wasn't worried about it, got the base hit.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back with the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. 2 out with the man at first. Now a snap throw to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, here's Chris Davis now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Gonzalez has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Oakland.
Digging in, Ryan Healy. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Gonzalez is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The shortstop, Shed Lowry.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's cut on and missed, so now the A's are down to their final strike of the ball game. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.